Hey guys, it's Kevin, and in this video I will show you exactly step by step how I create, launch, scale my Amazon advertising campaigns for Amazon KDP. So I will basically advertise my book on the Amazon ads platform. And this is the strategy, the extra strategy that made me more than $271,000 in sales. And for all those who are new to the channel, I published more than 130 books in the last 5 years, sold 150,000 copies, 57,000 of them with ads, as you can see from this screenshot, in 16 different countries, and made multiple six-figure royalties, etc., etc. You can find all the dashboards with refreshments in the other videos and in the short tabs. But now let's get started with the actual Amazon ads strategy, okay? First thing first, we're gonna start with a premise, and a few premises actually. The first one is that Amazon ads are the easiest way to give visibility to your book. They are the most reliable, the most scientific and mathematical way to get eyeballs on your book. But that's it, that's all they're gonna do. They're not gonna make up for all the other things, okay? So they're way better to get started than, like, for example, social media or all these like viral content, because like you have way more control on ads. You just pay, get views, that's it. While with social media, you will need to, hope that the algorithm like your video or all this type of stuff. So I advise to anyone who has published some book to try to launch some campaign on it. Obviously, with the condition that the book is good enough to be liked to people and that people actually want it. So that you've done a good research and you create a good enough book. So if you don't want to spend a lot of time in research, the ads will not make up for it. If you don't want to create a good product and invest time in creating a good product, you just want to use a random software that generates your book and upload it, the ads will not make up for this. If you want to save $50 on the cover and make it by yourself in Paint, and it's gonna look like, the discount store labels on food, then the ads will not make up for it. You will need to have an actually good book that people actually want. Okay? Ads are not magic. They're not wizardry. They will just give visibility to your book. And then, as a consequence, a book that sells organically will also sell with ads, and vice versa. So if your book is already selling organically and you don't have any Amazon advertising campaign active, then you're sitting on a gold mine and you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And I suggest you, after you watch this video, to go to launch your campaigns and, scale it up to the moon. Now, during the last few years, I've developed multiple strategies to run my ads. And for every book, I launch 4 different campaigns now. But this one is one of the best, at all. I use this for 3 years now and works on most of my books. And with most, I mean 90% of them are profitable with this strategy. Those are 2 little campaigns that I've launched with this strategy, with this keywords research that I will show you, targets research, I would call it. So you see we've done decent amount of sales on both campaigns. This one is very profitable. 25% is in euros, so it's in Europe. This one is in the US, and it's a bit less profitable, but still, this book is very profitable. So we made more than 15,000 here and more than 25,000 euros in sales a year. So let's approve this works. And now let's get started with the actual strategy, okay? First thing first is what you're gonna need before getting started with this strategy end to end. So the first thing is a great book. We already disclosed that. The second thing you will need is a Helium 10 subscription, and I advise to try the Platinum, but you can, for this specific strategy, the Magnet a la carte will be enough, and this will cost $40 per month, and this will cost $80 per month. Would be 100, but actually got a coupon that you can use in the bio, and I'm using myself. I'm using my own coupon, and it will discount it to $80 per month, and which will include also the Cerebro tool that is also cost $40 per month and a lot of other stuff. So Cerebro is super powerful. I will make a video on that. If you're interested, let me know in the comment. But let's go home with the video. What you will need is Google Translate or ChatGPT. ChatGPT is very powerful, and I will show you how to use it to leverage also these other tools. And a budget, guys. It's very important to set a budget, especially if you are kind of tight. If you have 20 grand in the bank and you are just willing to use them for publishing, then you can skip this part. But still, you want the total budget, you can skip, but you don't want to skip a limit of losses. You want to decide at which point to stop advertising a specific product or specific book. If it's not getting sales, it gets 0 sales or 1 sale after 200 clicks, then there is no point in getting too worked up with it. It's better just to go to the next one and, it's okay, learn the lesson. let's get started with the actual strategy. Step 1, step-by-step process. Step 1 will be search your title. So your main keyword, I would say, not the actual exact title, the main keyword of your title in the magnet tool. And keyword is just the most likely search terms that your potential customer will type in the search bar to find your book. So as example, I made this title, and the main keyword I argue that is amazing facts for kids. Okay, like short is better because like the Helium algorithm will have way more space to work. So let's search this on magnet. This is the magnet tool, guys. So you just have to go to tools and magnet and make a new search pretty much. Okay, you see that Helium has found 4.7 thousand keywords, because what Helium does is you give a keyword as an input and they will give you a lot of related keywords with a lot of data, as you can see. So search volume, the trend, you can see the historical of the search volume. This is super powerful, especially in the keyword research part of this business. You will see the competing product, the suggested PPC. I don't really care about all these things, honestly. How many ads, as-ins, how many like other publishers or sellers are advertising for this specific keyword as well. So we have 4,000 keyword, and for our campaigns, this is way too much. I'd argue like we cannot run a campaign with 4.7 thousand keywords. So what we're gonna do, I normally filter for search volume and add a minimum of 50 to don't have like stuff that one person is searching. And as we see, we already have 1.2 thousand filter keywords. This is for the .com market, so guys. So like for the European, it can be slightly less. Another filter I always add is at least 2 words, because like just to avoid, to advertise on book, the book keyword, like it's very vague. And as you can see, now we have 1.1 thousand keywords. Then, as I will explain in the second step of the process, after we search our book, then we're gonna go to filter for keywords, okay? Which I already started, so I should have started to do this after showing you this slide, but it is what it is. So we will add filter to all the keywords, because as we've seen, we have 4,000. We want to get to like ideally 200 to 500 keywords. Ideally like 250 to 300, in my opinion, is the one that works better and what I've noticed to work better. So we're gonna add the minimum number of words, minimum search volume, contain, doesn't contain that I'm about to show you, and then filter them manually or using Chat GPT. So we had already the search volume minimum and the word count minimum that will like remove all the, one word keywords and the keyword that are not searched by anyone, which there is no point. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Now, what we're going to use is the filter that phrase containing or exclude phrase containing. Initially, I will suggest you to just start, having some excluded phrases. Like you can see here, you order them for search volume, so you will see the most common first, and you can start excluding some words that appears here. So men's, short, for example, novels, time, stalking. I don't know, just reading from here, like if you don't see it. So let's start removing this one. And as we see, the number of keywords already reduced by a considerable amount. So I don't know, dogman, national, color, decay. I'm removing just all the relevant ones I see. Instead of just removing them from here, I add them to the exclude. So as we see, the number of keywords is decreasing way faster than the amount of exclusion we are adding here. Mad Libs, Pokemon. Okay. And you understand like what you have to do. Culture, super, okay, for example, those are things we could reduce. But as you can see, it's gonna be quite slow. So I think that you can speed up the things is just add way more related keywords to the book here. So things that people potentially will look for when searching for our book. Okay, so for example, gift, because this book will likely be a gift for a curious child, a curious kid. So gift, facts, amazing, interesting, I don't know, something like that. You can add way more, obviously. So you can see we already at 100 keywords. Normally I prefer to add some more stuff. So I don't know, something that could be in the fact, so animal, space, story, history, like I would say, not story. something that the fun fact could be about. So dinosaurs. If I'm misspelling something, I'm sorry, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. So as you can see, we have 152 keywords, which is like, it could be already enough for starting a campaign, but obviously I highly suggest you to, spend more time into doing this. Then you can also go through them manually and remove the one that are not related. Or something you can do is when you have like, let's say, if you have, let's say 500 keywords here and you want to reduce like 300, or even like now, maybe 10 of these are not relevant, so we want to remove them. So what you can do is open ChatGPT. You can just upload to ChatGPT the XLS file. As you can see, I do use this Helium a lot for my own business. And you just tell them, this is a list of keywords for Amazon Ads campaign. Remove the non-relevant ones. The book title is, tell them it's for a book. And then we will just paste our title. And then guys, like normally I like to add like way more like, information, so the description of the book, and like give him also like some instructions on what to filter. So like, for example, if it is for an age range that it's not correct. So this book is for kids age 5 to 9. If it's outside of the range, just filter this out. If it's about another topic, if the keyword is about a specific author, just remove that. And as we can see, we are now to 123 instead of 151 initially. So we can just download. And as you can see, we will have it here like already filtered. So this will be our keywords list. And guys, this is not a good one. I didn't filter it enough. We didn't have enough keyword in my opinion, but this was just for the video. So let's go back to our presentation. We filter the keyword, and now what we're gonna have to do is create our campaign. So obviously open account, add payment, blah, blah, blah. Create a campaign, select your book, select manual targeting, and then keyword targeting, and then you enter the list. Then guys, initially, I highly suggest you to create a custom bid that is quite low. So depending from the marketplace as well, because like if you're in Spain, you can add 16 cents, for example. If you are in the US or in Germany, you cannot really go much lower than like 41 cents, in my opinion. So depending on the price and competition level, you will choose an initial bid and stay low, guys. Don't start with $1 bids. Just start lower. The highest you can ever use is 51 cents. Because then we will slowly increase it. But if we don't know the lowest bid that works, then we will never know it. Because if we started with $1, but with 50 cents we could get more than enough click to spend our whole budget, then we are spending double for every single click. You understand what I'm saying? So start lower and then slowly increase if you're not getting clicks. Don't start high and do the opposite, okay? It's stupid in my opinion. So we will set the initial budget, $5 to $10 initially. I suggest I start with 6 and then go to 10 like after 2-3 days, after I get enough clicks. And then we click launch, okay? Now let's do this in real life. So as I said, you create your account, blah, blah, blah. Standard ad, here you select your book. Here you will select manual targeting, keyword targeting, enter list here. You remove these two and you only leave broad turned on, because this type of campaign is based on like a broad targeting. We will add a lot of keywords and let them target a lot of different stuff. So we will have, a very broad, like as it says, spectrum of keyword we are targeting. For this type of book, for example, I will start with 41, probably, since this type of book will price around $10 or $12 or maybe 15 if it's like super good or specific, but And then we go here, we take our keywords, we click here, select, and we paste it. Obviously remove keyword phrase, add keywords. Done. You can skip this part initially if you don't have any good data. Here we'll select down only. Here you can start, I normally start with like 15 or 20, normally I start with 22 honestly, but just because looks good. but you can even leave it as 0 here initially, and you can play with it in the future. Then can name the campaign. So the name I like to use is like, what's the book name? Facts. And then you say that it was made with magnet, so magnet. Okay, that's, I would like to call the campaigns. And then the one I do with Cerebro, I will write Cerebro here, etc., etc. And then with $5, okay, I cannot obviously launch it because I don't have selected a book. I just typed IPC. But yeah, that's it, guys. It's that simple. The not simple thing is making a good book. Like doing ads is super simple if you make a good books, because like whatever keyword list you will input, if the book is good and people want it and there is nobody that is competing with you, you're making sales. It's that simple. But it's still very important. The most important thing with ads, guys, is not lose money, not waste a lot of money. Just optimize for the lowest spend possible. Highest return, lowest expenses. That should be like the mantra of your business. So since we are starting with a low bid to don't waste money, we are going to slowly increase all the bids. So you go to the campaign, select all the bids and increase all of them by 5 to 10 cents. If the book is not getting impression or the impression are very low, if it's spending like $1 per day, guys, and your budget is 5, you increase 5 cents the bid. If it's spending 0 and your budget is 10, then it will increase by 10 cents all the keyword, It's just to make it as fast as possible. But normally after like maximum 5 days of increasing, you will get to spend all your daily budget in the campaign. And at this point, when you're spending all the budget, you can start optimizing. So increase or decrease the bid according to the fact if they're profitable or not. And with profitable, I mean break even initially, okay? We are in the first phase of the book, first phase of the campaign. We want to break even. That's the goal, okay? The goal ACOS should be the break-even one. So every spend costs as much as our royalties. And then we can make them profitable after like 1 month. We can just, aim to make them profitable. But initially, break-even is enough. Turn off the no sales keyword that are spending a lot of money and that get like a lot of clicks, like more than 20 clicks. Obviously, turn it off, like forever, this keyword. Placements, you can play with the placements after you have enough data. You can increase or decrease the top of page placement and, all this type of stuff. After a while, after like, let's say 2 weeks or 1 week, 10 days, something like that, we have 2 possible scenarios. So the first possible scenario is that you're spending all the budget, the campaign is profitable, or ROI, and ROI would mean break even. Then you can increase the budget and, scale the campaigns, launch more, increase some bids, and keep optimizing it. If you have no or very low sale, like after spending $100, you have no sales or 1 sale, then it's very likely that you can identify a bottleneck on the book. So for example, maybe it's the cover, the CTR is very low, or the description or the interior because like the conversion rate is super low, or perhaps you have bad reviews. So, in this case, you can either fix the bottleneck if it's easy to fix, and if you think it's going to change something, you can work on your book, improve the cover, invest more to make it better. Otherwise, you learn the lesson, turn off everything, turn off all the campaigns, don't leave any unprofitable campaign running for months and months, and focus your time and budget on the next book. That's the best thing to do, guys. So don't try to make it work at all costs. Like if it's not working, it's okay. You can just do another one and, learn the lesson, apply what you learn and make a better product. Simple as that. And yeah, guys, this step-by-step my exact strategy that I've used to launch all my campaigns and make all these sales. And I launched this campaign for almost every single book, so like I'm still doing it. So I will suggest you to master these and get used to use it for your all new publications. Now, if you want to learn more about all my strategies and how I scale my business, and if you want to do the same to, make multiple 6-figure, up to 60 grand per month with Amazon KDP and publishing books there is a link in the description of what I'm doing. Okay. There is a link in the description to a free community that contains a free course for everyone. So all you have to do is click there and, you can go there, engage with all the community. There is like hundreds of people in there, and myself included, successful publisher, people that can help you if you have any doubts or question. And, if you want to engage, just join right now. Another alternative is this is only for highly motivated people that, are willing to invest and want to work directly with me one-on-one. So work directly with me. That's it. There is just one more spot. I filled 4 of them in the last weeks. So you can apply on my calendar that is in the bio, and we will jump on a call, like an application call, to see if we are a good match, and in case we can start working on it. And then, just subscribe to the channel, comment if something isn't clear, or if you want to insult me because you think it's all fake, etc. Just add a comment under this video. Also, like for the algorithm, subscribe and follow on every platform, etc., etc. And cheers, guys. I'll see you in the next video.